Well, before we get into NBA free agency, I do want to say this. We're going to do a lot of NBA free agency videos, so stay tuned. Please subscribe to the platform. You don't want to miss what we got planned for the NBA in the next couple weeks as we get ready for July 1 free agency. Also, I do want to say this about Kawhi Leonard. You know, if you make a game-winning shot in the semifinals to advance to the next round, that's one thing. That's phenomenal, right? But to go up against the soon-to-be MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, a guy who's bigger, maybe even a little bit stronger than you, to go up against this guy and tune in to him defensively, and after game 2, you be the guy that has now the responsibility of guarding Giannis, and you win 4 straight games, and not only are you the best defender that your team had, you had to guard the other team's best player, you also had to go out and give your team 30 a night. Then you go up in the NBA Finals, and for the most part, you're the best player in that series. You lead your team to a championship. I think the conversation of who's the best in the game is now done. I want to crown Kawhi Leonard, King Kawhi, the trophy as the new best player in the game. I'm not going to lie, had the Warriors won, I don't know who would have been my best in the game, but I think officially Kawhi Leonard is the best player in basketball. My only concern with Kawhi is if he decides to go the same route he did with the Raptors last year, meaning only playing 55, 60 games, I don't like that when other guys like Giannis and Harden have to go out every night and they give fans a show. I don't like that. That's my only concern with Kawhi. But on the court, he's proved that he deserves the title as best player in the game. Go out, win another championship, second finals MVP. That's incredible for Kawhi Leonard. Congratulations to him. Right now, he is the new best player in basketball. The dude with the braids that drives the 97 Chevy Tahoe is the best player in basketball. Congrats to him. Does it on both ends of the court. We're going to do more videos on free agency, but let's kind of get into it. So this is like a preliminary video here. Let's kind of get into Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi has 2 options, right? I don't think the Clippers have done enough for Kawhi to just join that team in regards to next year. Unless the Clippers have another plan, meaning they're going to go get like a second-tier guy. Chris Middleton would be nice, or some type of shooter that's on the open market. Maybe, just maybe, Kawhi Leonard doesn't join the Clippers next year, opts to stay in Toronto to go for the 2P. 1-year deal from Kawhi Leonard, in a player option on the second year. At that point, you allow yourself one chance to go get a second ring. I believe that, I think Giannis is going to work on his game, but I believe Kawhi Leonard could get the better of Giannis for at least 1 more year. The East is still not as strong as the West. You could go up against, and we'll see. Joel Embiid and his health is another concern for Philly. Kyrie Irving probably leaving Boston. Kevin Durant's now out with injury, so New York is wide open right now. I mean, that thing probably is not going to be great. Brooklyn is going to probably get Kyrie, but I'm not afraid of Brooklyn. So there are things going on that could hinder Kawhi Leonard's decision. He has to ask himself, was Toronto really that bad? He did deliver a championship with the 1 year that he was in Toronto. I don't think he owes the Raptors or that fan base anything. He went out there and did what he had to do, and they're now a champion, but in a huge part because of his contributions. But I think, man, he should consider doing the 1 year with the player option, maybe just to give it a chance at a second championship. Because I wouldn't sign long-term in Toronto. I don't think those guys are equipped. These are some older guys whose bodies are going to break down, like Mark. Outside of Pascal Siakam, Lowry's body's going to break down. I like Ibaka, but how many more years does he have playing at the level that he's playing at? Danny Green, how many more years does he, and I don't know if they're going to be able to keep Fred VanVleet. So if I'm Kawhi, maybe I sign on for 1 more year with the Raptors. Maybe not. I at least give it some consideration to stay in the 6 for 1 more year. And then there's the other option. He can just go and leave and go join the Clippers. Walk out in the sunset with his 2 championships, bringing 1 to Toronto, finals MVPs 2 times. He's stopped 2 teams from 3P, Miami Heat in 2014, now the Golden State Warriors in 2019. Maybe, just maybe, he goes on and starts his career in Los Angeles under the leadership of Doc Rivers. Everybody likes Steve Ballmer, the owner of the team. You got Jerry West still in that organization. Kawhi Leonard now has some pieces. Patrick Beverly, they're going to be hungry. Lou Williams shoot the lights out of a basketball. Doc Rivers, I'm pretty sure, will be on board with managing Kawhi Leonard's regular season minutes. as they will gear up for a playoff run. We know the NBA will be wide open next year. No Kevin Durant for the Warriors. No Klay Thompson probably until March or April. The number 1 seed in the Western Conference will be wide open as we expect the Houston Rockets to make big changes. The Lakers are struggling to get a second star there in Los Angeles. It is wide open, ladies and gentlemen. And if Kawhi decides to leave and enjoy himself in California, where he does have hometown roots at in the area, he did just purchase a new home over the last few months in that area, close San Diego type area where he's from. So maybe Kawhi Leonard just says, I did what I did here in Toronto. I never promised you guys I'd stay a day later than July 1. We'll see what happens, but the new best player in the world has some big time decisions to make, and I think he does have a couple options on the table.
I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro.
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 Mr.
Shout out to Mr.Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.